What's up, Soul Soldiers? Tony Bonvecchio here at the Strength House, and today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite thing in the world, the barbell bench press. So specifically the difference between a regular grip bench press and a close grip bench press. Now, at first thought, it may look like it's just moving your hands in closer, which it really is, but there are some technique things that change from the regular bench press to the close grip. So regardless of the bench press that you're doing, there are going to be a couple constants. Most importantly is the upper back position and the shoulder position. So when you're learning how to do a powerlifting style bench press for the first time, one of the biggest differences you're going to learn is that you're supposed to arch your back in order to get your shoulders in a proper position. So when you're arching your back, it's as simple as just trying to lift your chest off the bench as much as you can while still leaving your head, your back, and your butt in contact with the bench. From there, you're going to take your shoulder blades and squeeze them together as if you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades, and then you're going to drop them into your back pockets. So those two things together, shoulder blades pinched, shoulder blades dropped. So if you get into a good position on the bench, you should kind of have like a rainbow shape, and you should be able to see daylight underneath your lower back. So regardless of the bench press style you're doing, that's what you want to do. From there, with the close grip, if your normal bench press grip is about like pinkies on the rings or somewhere slightly closer, so this is a pretty typical wide grip bench press. You may go a little bit narrower, you may go a little bit wider, but what we're going to do is we're going to take in our grip a significant amount, starting about like half a thumb's width away from where the knurling changes from rough to smooth. So for people who are maybe a little bit wider, maybe index fingers on the rings, that's going to be a really good close grip width. Now, if you're a little bit on the smaller side of a person, or if your normal grip is a little bit narrower, you may go as narrow as index fingers on that transition from rough to smooth. Now, these are all just kind of arbitrary, just kind of looking at landmarks on the bar, and I'm going to show you how to really figure out what the right grip width is for you, because there are some things that have to happen in order for the grip width to be the right width. So, as I lay down on the bench, I'll have Nancy look from the side here to start, just so we can see the way that the bar lines up. So when you grip a little bit closer, the touch point is going to be lower on your chest. And what I mean by that is if my grip is out wide and I have a good arch, I'm going to touch at a certain point where my elbows are directly under the bar. So for me, right now, that's kind of just below my nipple line. But if I get my grip narrower and I go about a finger's width away from the smooth, if I try to touch in that same spot, my elbows are not going to be right underneath the bar. Now they're actually kind of behind the bar. So in order to get my elbows directly under the bar, I have to scoot my touch point much lower. Now for me to get to the right spot, I'm bringing the bar actually more on the bottom of my rib cage. So you can see from the side, now I have my elbows directly underneath the bar in a good vertical forearm. So when you move your grip narrower, not only is your hands just closer, you have to bring the bar lower on your chest in order to keep your forearm vertical and elbows under the bar. Now from the front, there's going to be something very distinct that you see here, and I call it field goal posts versus pyramids. So what happens to a lot of people with a close grip, they get in too narrow and their elbows kick out to the side, and they create a pyramid shape. So you see if I'm in really, really close, I'm going to bring the bar down, and I kind of create that triangle shape. Looks almost like a pyramid. You don't want that. That's not very strong, and it's not very good for your elbows or your shoulders. So I'm going to get out a little bit wider. And now when I bring the bar down, I have what looks like a field goal post. So a good 90-degree angle from my shoulder to my elbow to my wrist. So when you're close grip benching, you want a field goal post, not a pyramid. So those are the main differences between the wide grip bench press and the close grip bench press. Put those into play in your next upper body training session.